Hey guys, welcome to another video. Now today I'm doing something that I've had something similar on the channel. I like super close-up photography and things, super macro. So I saw this and I thought, you know what, that might actually be a bit of fun. And it is a 200 times microscope adapter for your phone that basically just slides over your camera on your phone, your main camera, and then suddenly you've got a 200 times microscope. What do we get in the box? Well, let's have a look. Now this is made by Apexel. Apexel? Good. So in the box you do get instructions. You get a little bag to keep it in. Bloody hell, did you get this? Okay. You get a little Apexel cloth for cleaning the lens off. It's USB-A to USB-C cable, and there is the device itself, which literally it just clips over your phone. Now that's quite a strong clip, but that is textured. There is like a soft back in there, so that's going to go on your screen, so it shouldn't damage it. But yeah, I mean, it looks all right. Oh, that moves as well. Okay, so you can actually move so once you've got the clip in place, you can make minor adjustments to get the camera perfectly lined up. So you have got a power button, and the power button turns on the light. Without that, you're not going to see anything, because this has literally got to touch. It's got to go on the subject that you want to take the video or pictures of. So it's literally got to touch. So if you haven't got that light on, so you need to keep this charged, you're not going to see anything. It literally will block out everything else. That's how these work. There's no getting as close as you want to get. You've got to be right on the subject. So if you press the button, quick press, don't know how well it's going to pick that up, but you've got two brightness settings. And then if you hold the power button in, I'm guessing it turns it back off again. Now I've selected a few items from around the house that I wanted to see close up with this, which you will see soon. To get it on your phone is pretty straightforward, as you would imagine. He says, it's because I'm right-handed. I can't do anything with my left hand. Right, and then you can find out what your main one is. In fact, mine, it won't reach. I've got to go around the side. And then you kind of line it up by eye. Turn it on. And then when you open the camera app, you can see, and then just move it around until you're pretty much in the right area. And then as you move into something, this bloody phone, stay on camera. So if I pick something up like this instruction book, you look at how small that writing is. Stop going macro, because the macro lens is a different lens. You can see how, and the good thing is I can now take a photo with that with my phone, and I've got it immediately on my phone. So that's pretty good. This is something that I will just keep in my pocket. If I'm going out and I'll take it, and I'll plan on taking some photos. Close up of leaves, cobwebs, different things will be interesting to see, to me anyway, that close. So this seems like a good little device. But I am going to take some pictures of things super close up, and then I will reveal what they are by zooming out with the phone. Obviously I can't zoom out while that's on. But it'll be interesting to see how many people realise what things look like super close. So let's go and let's go and try this little thing out, shall we? Back in a bit. As you can see from the pictures that I've just put up, taken with this, of various objects that I just thought, you know what, it would be interesting to see if people could guess what they are. It's kind of, it's interesting, to me anyway, it's interesting to see how you perceive something looking at it normally to how it actually is if you zoom right in and see it, how it's actually made or how it's made up. The tea bag, you look at it in your hand and it looks uniform. It looks like the dots are all the same. They're not. You can see that it's pretty weird. The socks, now the socks I wear, they're not wool or anything. They feel sort of pretty smooth. Just my trainer socks. And yet when you get close up, you can see all the little fibres all like scattered around. This thing, I thought this thing was pretty cool. You see all the hairs. But the one that surprised me or intrigued me the most were my two kind of, I don't want to say crystal. I'll have to find out what they are before I release this video, because I can't remember what they're called. You know what, let's do that now. Okay. So two of the things that I took some super close-ups of one was this, which is, ready for this? Okay, so this one is called carborundum. Probably saying that completely wrong. I'll say most things wrong. Also known as silicon carbide. Now, why did I get it? Because it is quite sharp and it's scratched the buggery out of my desk where I put it. I didn't put it on anything. I just like the colours. When it's under certain light, you can see some really cool colours in it. I like that. So I got that super close up. with the thing, as you've just seen. And the other one that is on my desk that I actually broke a bit off, because this is really, really fragile. And this is really cool. I love this stuff. It's just the colours, man. The colours in it are... You can get some really, really cool ones. This one, it's not bad. It's not bad. And this one is crystalline bismuth. Again, probably saying that completely and utterly wrong. But yeah, it was interesting to see both of these close up. That's the sort of thing that fascinates me. Because what you can see with the naked eye and how things actually are is usually totally different. Totally different. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed with this. The downside is and I did try it with, all three of my phones I've tried it with. The focus point is it's got to be perfect. You know, if you're trying to do something soft and it goes even a fraction in that little, towards the lens, won't focus. If you're doing something like curved or like, you know, rough edges, you've got to find a spot that is perfectly at the right depth to get it in focus. So it's not super useful if you're going to be doing, or you want to get close-ups of things that are irregular shaped. But for things that are flat, things that are, you know, like documents and things like that, or you know, paperwork, some of these bloody instructions now, they come, the writing is so small, even with my glasses, and I can't see it. So, yeah, there are genuine uses for this. So I am going to continue to play with this, but I just thought I would bring it to the channel because these are the sort of things that appeal to me. You know, they're just, it's a bit gimmicky. It's a bit like, not many people would actually have a genuine use for this. But if you want to see, or your kids, man, if kids are fascinated by, you know, you can get them little toy, you'd put a bug in the bottom and stuff, and they've got a magnifying glass and they can see it slightly bigger. I reckon kids would have a bit of fun with this. I actually, with the other microscope, the 1500 times one, I wanted to go searching for bed bugs and my wife wouldn't let me. I don't know whether it would have seen any, but she said, don't you dare. Because if you find any, I'm burning the bed. So, yeah. Maybe not a good idea to go searching for everything that you want to. But, yeah. I actually really like that. It's not a lot of money. And it does the job. It works well. It seems to be pretty well made. You know, there's not a lot to it, but it does seem pretty decent. Yeah, I will be playing with that for a bit longer before I decide whether I keep it or sell it, as usual. So yeah, what do you guys think of this little 200 times microscope adapter for your phone? Is it something you would have a genuine use for, or is it something that you would just have a bit of fun with and then put it in a drawer, never to be used again? If you've got some genuine scenarios where this would be useful, or this would be a use to you, please let me know in the comments. What would be genuinely useful use? Useful use? Useful... That's as good as it's going to get. What would be a genuinely useful use for this little 200 times phone microscope? You know, apart from some of the things I've said, like obviously, you know, collectors of coins and stamps and things that you want to see close up to see if there's any damage, tears, rips, scuffs on the coins, whatever. That I think it would be genuinely useful because again, flat surfaces, it does a really good job of getting super focused. But what other uses apart from just having a bit of fun with it? Let me know. Drop a comment. And if there's anything else you think I should have done, nothing rude. I don't need that. But yeah, if there's anything else you think I should have done with this, or think I should do in the future, let me know. If you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does go a long way to helping the channel and the algorithm gods and all the rest of it. If you've got any comments, either about this or suggestions for other videos, other things I should check out, please drop a comment. And if you want to see more content from moi, that's me, in some other language. French, maybe? More? Probably French. I don't know. If you want to see more content from me in the future, then please subscribe. Alright, that's it for this video. I'm going to get out of here. I've bored you long enough. And I will see you guys again very, very soon in the next one. But for now, as always, see you next time.